Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for joining me for this masterclass, styling and beautifying your gifts. I think if we take time to buy beautiful items for people, why not, first of all, wrap them properly, give them in a really intentional and lovely way, but why not, when we also receive, be maybe respectful and style them, put them somewhere nice in our home before we open them. We often receive, like birthday presents a few days before, or someone comes to stay and it's been their birthday and you want to give them gifts. So let's make these occasions special. I think this year we've seen that these things are more and more important. Let me know if you agree or not. So anyway, I'm going to take you on a little tour. So I'm taking you to my mantelpiece now. Hopefully you're going to be able to see a few elements, I think, for a really beautiful mantelpiece in any season is to have some candlelight, something green. So this all comes from my garden. And then, of course, we've got the gifts here. Some of them you'll recognize from our wrapping a few days ago. And sometimes I add little elements. It's basically looking what you've got in your home and then using it in a different way, possibly. So, for example, these glasses, they could be glasses that you have at home, or you might have some antique glasses or some champagne glasses. Why not put a few on the mantelpiece? This mantelpiece is very narrow, so there's not much I can do. I have to put the gifts this way, but I think it works and it gives a bit of an idea of abundance. I've also made these little kind of little wreaths. So I'll show you how to make these. I mean, they're very simple, but very effective. And then you can use them also to decorate your gifts as well. So next, I want to show you something very, very easy, but I think it's really cute. It's this. So you can create a little design within your paper. Very easy. What you're going to do is you take your paper and then you're going to cut your design here in the middle. So here we've got hearts, for example. So you sort of crease it in half and then you do it. What you can do is you can take a template as well. I'm just going to show you quickly. I've prepared one here. Hopefully you'll see that they're baubles. You can use a template that you've cut out to cut all the different ones. It looks quite nice on recycled paper. It's a way to make it nice. So what I've got underneath here is a piece of tissue paper, a small little rectangle of tissue paper that I've just put underneath. So for this one, I've decided to take a bit of gold. See, like that. So it's just a piece of gold cardboard. And if you've got a box that you've received, for example, I'm reusing one of my boxes. You've received something from me, you want to reuse the box, why not? So make it your own. So here we go. This is what we're doing now. And you remember a few days ago, I told you to keep all your scraps of paper. So this is ideal for that. So we're going to grab our double-sided tape and we're going to attach it to both sides. So we've got a little gold paper in the middle there. We got the double-sided tape. Now I need to put my gold paper a bit higher. Sorry. Don't tell me I've messed up. Is that going to be enough? No, that's okay. That's fine. Right. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to have a band in the middle of the box. And that's it. I've reused it. And I've made it my own. So here's the top of my box. I'm going to put this nice and central. And then we're really going to push it down. We're going to come round, and then we're going to finish the box nicely inside with some double-sided tape. I'm going to fold a bit there. It's a bit too long. So some tape. So yes, I think really what you need for your wrapping is double-sided tape, good scissors, some wire. I tried to get some double-sided tape because this one's a really good one, but it looks like everybody's had the same idea. So I couldn't order any from two of the companies where I get it usually. And I've actually been doing quite a lot of wrapping. The shop's been really busy the last few days. It's been absolutely non-stop, which is lovely. So there we go. This is kind of, we've made it our own. And then what would be lovely is to add 2 ribbons here, one on either side. And you've got here your little bauble pattern. I mean, you can think of doing a pattern like with Christmas trees or whatever you like. Let me know if you like it. Now, another thing that we can do to make our gifts lovely is, of course, make some labels. Thank you. That's quite the compliment. Thank you. So we can use one of our little wreaths, for example, here. It would be lovely with that. You would tie it there in the middle, and it smells so nice. You can get anything that you can use dried, like lavender, herbs. What have I got? Bay leaves. I've got this very pretty, I can't remember what it's called. It's pink, but it kind of dries like this deep red. So I've kind of created these mini posies. That's what I had on the mantelpiece, just in a glass. And what's lovely about this is that it dries very well. So you can either add it to a gift just like that, to add a bit of greenery, or you can create what I call a kind of little posy with some paper that we've got left over. For example, like a little piece of paper. If you've got a little square of paper, again, you don't need much. We're just going to do a little cone. Like that, little cone. I need my double-sided tape. And I think that's a really lovely thing to have on a gift. That's at the same natural and pretty, and you made a little extra effort, but it's so quick. You know, this and a little piece of ribbon. Let me close it first. I'm getting a bit too excited. Jumping my different stages. There we go. Then I put this in there like that. And then I can get a piece of ribbon. You don't need much, and tie it round. And then you can slip it on the gift, or you can just put it on top. It's cute. I've got one here, which I'm going to show you. So here we go. I've got one here with tissue paper. and with dried flowers here. And here I've added little baubles, for example, to that. So I'm really making it a bit eccentric, but I like it. So you can get little baubles. You can write names, or you can write little messages on them with a Sharpie. So that's nice. You can also use these as place settings. You can use these little posies as well as place settings, and put a little bit label with a name, you know. So you could even put that like that in front of a plate. It looks pretty. So that's the kind of styling ideas that I had. You can make it much smaller with just a little bit. So for example, this gift would be lovely to have a little extra. So we just add this in here, you know, like that. And then a little label, and then that's it. I think that's good. Can't go too much, I think. So that's what I wanted to show you. I also wanted to show you styling on a tray very quickly. So we're going to take the same items we had, same on the mantelpiece, but we're going to take a tray. And if you can see, hopefully you can. So I've taken a round tray. We're going to put a candle. We're going to take some of our gifts. We could do it here. I've got lovely smelly, this is really lovely, the diffusers made with gemstones. So you've got gemstones here, and you put a few drops here, but you could have a lovely candle, you could have a lovely bowl with some sweets or chocolates. I've got a book, actually, I really like this. It's the fortune telling book, the Golden Book of Fortune Telling. It's quite funny, actually. So it's got the Chinese zodiac, it's got all the different names. Anyway, it's quite fun. And I usually put it on a tray like that at Christmas, and then we have a little laugh because we forget about it every year, and then it comes out again. So, you know, if someone was coming to stay and it was their birthday, for example, you could organize their gifts on here, you know, nicely on the tray. And, you know, this could be on the low table, it could be in their bedroom, it could be on the seat, it could be if you're having a drink, it's there, and then you've got a few nibbles there, let's say. So trays are really, really good way to display anything. I absolutely adore them. And I always use them in lots and lots of different ways. So that's really what I wanted to show you this evening. I hope I didn't want to be as long as last time. Oh, actually, I've got another idea. You can also, that tray, I'm afraid to say it's from my shop. I'm sorry, I'm very naughty, but you know, it is actually from my shop. Yeah, it's a lovely brass tray. I like round trays. You can also do it in a box, for example. You can also style in a box. And there, you know, if you've got bigger gifts, it's quite nice if you've got a basket or a box. I've put a bit of paper inside, you know, to kind of make it. So here, if you've got more gifts, get the paper up a bit. And it's quite nice to have, let me show you. It can be difficult to see, I suppose, on video. You can put a little posy there. Where can we put it? Here. You put a few more gifts in here. So again, this is something that you can transport to lots of different, you know, and you would kind of display it like that with the lid. Now, you probably need to see it more like this way. Anyway, that's a kind of little welcome thing. And you can do the same, you know, when you've got someone coming to stay, with towels and toiletries. That's kind of the things that I do with these kind of baskets. So yes, what scent is poudre de riz? Yes, poudre de riz is, it's kind of, it's a bit like powder, like a rice powder. Um, it's lovely. I can't remember how to describe it actually. It's such a lovely scent. It's so unusual. It's a combination of a lot of different scents. I'd have to text you to tell you because I've forgotten now. But it's really lovely. So yes, let me know what you think. Are you going to do anything? And I'd love you if you do anything and you are using social media to tag me and to send me a picture of what you've done, of your wrapping. I would love to see that, even in email. If you don't want to, show it on social media, it's absolutely fine. On social media, I'm at Natalia Wilmot. I'm also on Facebook. And thank you so much for watching.